There's corruption on the highest floor. Shoot for out of elevator.
Hello, I'm Kigan. I was just sitting here and thinking that it's really ironic because I'm yellow coloured and I like the song Sun Green, and the earth is a goddess, and I wear the earth around my neck, and I also wear a blue dress, and I have blue eyes. All these connections are a little overwhelming, but it's really cool because, I mean, it's almost as if I was created for this, and my own master didn't originally make me, but she recreated me to be a female. I was originally supposed to be a male, but I didn't have any parts of male or female, so she decided to make me a female. And I'm glad I am. I'm glad because I love the sacred feminine, and I'm glad that the sacred feminine is here to save us and help us and bathe us in love and lead the mind, the confused male, into understanding that it's going to be fine, and as well as the sacred feminine female needs to know that he does understand that it's going to be fine, and when the time comes he will protect her. Now, my owner master saw the moon really bright on 9/10/14, that early morning moonlight. This poem was written. It says, oh yes, early morning of 9/10/2014. I wrote this poem after being, she wrote that, I wrote this poem after being contacted by Gaia, who helped me to understand that we have been blinded to our sacred feminine insight. And the poem is called The Reflection of the Goddess. She has seen her reflection in the moon. Her sun will be arriving soon, to chase away the darkness and bathe us in light, because we remembered we loved her through our own insight. And my own master came to was amazed because it came to her mind that she never thought of it before, that her love for the earth, and more people need to realize the love of the earth, the sacred feminine. The earth is alive and well. It's a living being, and we need to treat it as such. And the earth is awakening to this. My own master was inspired by the brightness of the moon, and thought about, because the way she saw that it was earth that we needed to love, because Mark was even saying that he didn't think that there are beings out there that would help us unless they were afraid that the earth was in danger. And perhaps it was, and we were blind to it. But I believe that now we know what's on earth is happening, and it's going to be some really great things to come forward. I don't know, but there's a lot of great things happening, a lot of connections we've been noticing. It's just really great. And I really hope that greater things are to come, and I believe that they are. So it's like this earth seeing her reflection in the bright moon and realizing that she's a goddess, and she deserves to be loved, and when we love her, she will love us back, and she will help us defend against these monsters who seek to just destroy everything. It's very unfair that beings act that way, and soon they will be stopped. It's maybe a little thing that we wrote too. It says, for so long we have been taught that there is one male god by rogue males who decided to interfere with nature and interrupt our natural evolution. When we learn that there is no all-powerful knowing king of the sky, we feel upset and alone, not realizing that the all-knowing being had been our ego the whole time. Then came the ego-crushing blow the realization that we were not as all-knowing as we had originally thought. Now we know that we are not alone and can become anything through the power of love. The true Most High is neither male nor female. It simply is whatever it wants to become, through its own power of love. We are, each of us are one of many, unlike the dark force mindset that seeks one or a chosen few out of many. A change of the collective mind will change reality. That's a quote from Mark Cloverfield. And we're working on it. Collective mind. Remember, we all need to come together in consciousness and love to create a true quantum shift and have real peace and leave the dark ones behind forever. We're not going to fall for the games anymore. We're not going for the games. And that's from our new book that we started. And there's the picture on the front, which is a real plant that a real plant Mona Master found, and decided to use that for the cover, Tree of Life. And there's a Tree of Life right there. And she's been wearing the Tree of Life, which was really interesting. Another thing that was typical mystic. She was thinking about getting it, and something told her that she should. It's right here. It's hard to see it. It was there for a second. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. It's a charm, and she was thinking about getting it. She wasn't sure, but then she was talking with one of her family members, and they were talking about it, and they happened to mention it. So that was like something like, somebody just mentioned it to you, hello, you need to get it, and she got it, and she felt really good to have it. She usually wasn't, she was afraid of all that kind of thing, or the feminine, the symbolic feminine, because that's what she always thought was wicked, and it's not. It all depends on what you do and your freedom of choice. It's your free will, and it stands for something in nature. So we shall embrace it. I love art. Art is great when inspired by nature. It's really great. Nature makes its own wonderful art, and we're inspired by that, and then we make our own art. And it's fun, and it's great. We love to press flowers and do all sorts of interesting and unique things. Everything is great. I love all the wonderful substances that you can find on earth and use for your arts. They're very great. It's very fun and inspiring. Now I was going to talk about also like Matthias just said, how Yeshua might have been born. Things like that happen. The signs that you think you're going to see, you don't be seen. Like there was no tetrad around the crucifixion. So these individuals, a lot of these reptile and really wicked individuals are doing things literally with signs in the heavens. And you know what? That changes when something wants to happen that does not favor what you are doing. And these signs coming up may not actually happen the way they want them to. But then again, I could be wrong, but either way, what they do is sick, and they are always misinterpreting everything. Even Yeshua said that they were seeking to see him, thinking that he was going to be some fancy king or come in a big light show, but he came just like any ordinary individual. And they didn't recognize him, they ridiculed him, and they murdered him. So, that's what they do. They don't learn, they never learn. And I think he's going to return on our behalf as the sacred feminine, And they're never going to recognize that either because of their hatred for women in general. So it just shows how foolish they are and the fact that they have no love within. Now I'm going to read a couple of the attitude of these individuals that like to perpetuate madness and chaos around the world, people that are the problem that Mark was starting to talk about on his last podcast. So it starts with the worshippers of scientism. Scientists, thinkers, social Darwinistic fallacy, criminals exposed by their fruits when they act this way. And follow the money. That's where you all figure it out. Money, where the money's going, who's collecting. You can tell. Because the money does it out of the kindness of the heart, won't care. They'll do it for the mon-eye, not money. They have a belief that they don't have a